Peter Parker grapples with managing his daily life while also fulfilling his duties as Spider-Man. He encounters issues with his job, finances, and studies, is disconnected from his romantic interest Mary Jane Watson and his close friend Harry Osborn, and learns that his Aunt May is at risk of being evicted. He often experiences temporary yet recurring losses of his abilities, particularly in dangerous situations. Harry, now leading Oscorp's Genetic and Scientific Research Division, is funding a fusion energy project by nuclear scientist Otto Octavius, who becomes a friend and mentor to Peter after Harry makes the introduction. When managing dangerous substances, Octavius utilizes a harness equipped with strong robotic tentacle arms integrated with artificial intelligence. While attending a public demonstration, Peter and Harry witness a power surge that leads to the destabilization of the fusion reactor. Octavius declines to deactivate the reactor despite growing instability, leading it to go critical, resulting in the death of his wife Rosemary, melting the harness to his spine, and incinerating the inhibitor chip that restricts his arm's connection to his nervous system. Peter, in the role of Spider-Man, halts the experiment, annihilating it in the process. In a hospital, physicians get ready to surgically take off Octavius' harness. Yet, in the absence of the inhibitor chip, the now aware arms protect themselves by assaulting and eliminating the personnel. Upon awakening and witnessing the devastation, Octavius flees and seeks safety at a port. Growing more impacted by the weapon's AI, he chooses to attempt his experiment again. He steals from a bank to finance a second experiment. Peter and Aunt May happen to be present, and Octavius takes May as a hostage. Peter saves her, but Octavius escapes with the taken cash. The Daily Bugle then names the scientist Dr. Octopus. Mary Jane gets engaged to astronaut John Jameson, the offspring of Bugle editor J. Jonah Jameson. Peter experiences an emotional crisis due to his struggles with managing his life and consequently loses his abilities. He stops being Spider-Man, goes back to his regular life, and fails to mend things with Mary Jane. A trash collector delivers Peter's outfit to Jameson, who claims responsibility for forcing Spider-Man into obscurity. Peter reveals to May the reality of Uncle Ben's death and admits his own role in it. May pardons him, yet Peter is concerned about the increasing crime rates in New York City. In the interim, needing the isotope tritium to power his reactor, Octavius goes to see Harry to request it. Harry consents in return for Spider-Man, whom he thinks caused Norman's demise. He instructs Octavius to find Peter, whom Harry thinks is a friend of Spider-Man, but advises Octavius to avoid hurting him. Octavius finds Peter, instructs him to locate Spider-Man, and takes Mary Jane captive. Her peril triggers the revival of Peter's powers. While Jameson acknowledges his mistake regarding Spider-Man, Peter retrieves his costume from the Bugle and pursues Octavius. While Peter fights Octavius, they tumble onto a subway train in New York City. Octavius tampers with the controls and forces Peter to rescue the passengers, which he accomplishes at significant physical cost. As he collapses from fatigue, the thankful passengers catch him from falling and pull him into the train, glimpsing his unmasked face yet vowing to keep their knowledge secret. They fail to safeguard him when Octavius comes back to seize Peter, whom Octavius hands over to Harry. After handing Octavius the tritium, Harry readies himself to eliminate Spider-Man, only to be stunned to find Peter behind the mask. Peter persuades Harry to lead him to Octavius' hideout, since more significant matters are involved. When Peter reaches the doctor's waterfront lab to secretly save Mary Jane, Octavius spots him, leading to a confrontation as the nuclear reaction escalates and endangers the city. Peter ultimately defeats Octavius, uncovers his identity, and convinces Octavius to abandon his dream for the common good. Octavius orders the tentacles to follow his commands and sacrifices himself to end the experiment. Mary Jane understands Peter's genuine identity and emotions, which he expresses as the reason they cannot unite. Peter brings Mary Jane back to John and departs. At the same time, Harry encounters a vision of his father Norman in a mirror, begging him to seek vengeance for his death. Furious and hesitant to harm his friend, Harry breaks the mirror, unintentionally uncovering a hidden chamber with prototypes of the Green Goblin's gear. On her wedding day, Mary Jane leaves John at the altar and rushes to Peter's apartment, expressing to Peter that she is ready to embrace the dangers of being with him and that she loves him. Once they kiss, police sirens ring out, and Mary Jane urges him to assist as Spider-Man.